for any reason, ever share your private keys, passphrases, passwords, or click suspicious links. Everyone all the time is trying to steal your stuff, so go slow and be careful. There's no point making all this money just to give it to a thief.
Let me get through them all. I'm gonna get through them most.
Dude, what a good weekend. What a good weekend.
Got a lot done.
It was a busy weekend, guys. We didn't have, both Nick and I, how much did we work yesterday? I was gonna say, the weekend we don't have off, but we get stuff done.
Weekends are for people that work part-time jobs from home. This morning I was doing cardio. This guy's like, hey, it's a lawyer guy. He's like, hey, how was your weekend? I was like, the same as every other goddamn day. You know that. Snapped at him. He's like, damn. Gosh, fella. Gosh.
Ba-doom.
Yeah, today we got a lot of stuff. We're going to talk layer twos. We're going to talk about, what is. We got some what is's. Some what isms, and actually I'm going to talk about what's going on with Polygon as they make their transition to Polygon 2.0 and what all those pips are. Pips? What's a pip? I thought that was the name of a little English chap that gets beat up at the bike racks. But
that's only a futures market term, right? One pip.
Pips.
One pip.
Yeah, it's the Polygon improvement proposal. So we'll talk about that so everybody knows what the smoke that is. That's fun. We love some Polygon improvement proposal chatter because that's always a good time. We'll see how that works out. They're going to the gas token idea of the poll.
Oy.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, Cloud 2 helped me with some code over the weekend.
Cloud.
Inserted some code.
Cloud.
I have one more snippet to insert, but it's a bigger snippet, and I'm a little worried.
Cloud.
I asked Cloud afterwards. I said, "What are the chances of this screwing up my entire site?" The chances are low, sir. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But make a backup first. I don't want to make a backup. Well, good luck. Please.
What are you doing, Dave?
Oh gosh, dang.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get any housekeeping out of the way. We're at 396 digital investors out of 1,000, 51 private clients. Now, gosh, should we say something about live?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we should.
Is it
just a tease? Just a tease.
Is it MMD?
No, I don't think so. Let's wait another couple weeks, right? I don't know. Well,
I think it's dead.
Is it public information? It's not public yet.
It wasn't a secret. I didn't get a secret email. I got text messages and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm sure none of these guys got text messages.
Okay, here's what it is. We think, based on information from the streets, unconfirmed. This is unconfirmed. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I have my little news thing. I guess it's not appropriate. Beep, 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 beep.
Is this appropriate?
Money, instead of Money Morning Live, it might be Money Morning Dead. I think they're done. Like, those are the X's over the eyes, like I'm dead.
I'm guessing our only goal is we want as much people to find Nick as possible, because And I call people and I talk to them. Like over the weekend, I called a few different people, and a lot of the things that we do are very informational, very educational, and we just don't want anybody lost in crypto. So, for example, one person I called on Saturday, I called him late at night, and we walked through a simple MetaMask transaction that he'd been stuck on for, weeks, right? But we walked him through it, and he's like, "Oh, that was just simple with you on the phone." And I said, "Yeah, well, it just helps to have like Nick and I on your side as you're navigating these markets." So our biggest worry, and especially with this, is they're not going to be able to find us or realize, and then they're going to get all these assets stuck in crypto. We just want to help everybody out to be able to get through these transactions, which is why we're releasing these tech tips even for free to help you guys through this, because we don't want anybody to fail on the transactional side of crypto. There's no reason you should get lost or confused or anything like that. So that's our biggest concern. So
if they're doing recordings, yeah, that's the end. Maybe we should play taps, or maybe we should tap dance.
I think we played tap a few times on the show over MML, and
it was for remember, it was for Litecoin.
I got in trouble. Yeah, I got in trouble. Yeah,
for what?
Do you not know?
You can't play taps.
I got reamed after that, saying that was unprofessional and all this stuff. You don't
taps?
know this? Yes, I got
the
in
song
so much
taps.
trouble because I'm the one in charge of the sounds or whatever, and I got in trouble. Yeah, and it's public domain. Number one, they said, "Oh, it's copyrighted." I said, "It's not copyrighted." Number two, they said it was like totally unprofessional. I'm like, what?
How is that unprofessional? You know what's unprofessional? Yeah. Going fucking bankrupt and leaving everybody else with those lifetime memberships. That's unprofessional.
I agree. Lifetime was such a stupid. And we told them this too, and it's frustrating because behind the scenes we're like, why are we selling lifetime? There's no lifetime. Like my lifetime could be 4 days, and then what? That's what you paid for? I feel horrible.
Well, that was actually the straw that broke the camel's back. That's the reason I finally told him I'm out, was because 3 months after, almost 4 months after they said there was no more lifetime memberships, people were like, "Yeah, I just got lifetime." I was like, "But you can't get lifetime because we don't offer that." They're like, "Yeah, I just bought it."
Well, what chapped my hide is seriously, a week after you had left, they were still selling digital heavyweights. Like I got emails saying, "I just bought digital heavyweights yesterday. Where is Nick?" I'm like, what?
No, I think that's on there, Jim. Should we talk about that? Should we do a little housekeeping about the AI? Let's do that. Let's do some housekeeping.
Let me pull that up over here. It's been suggested that you should put a disclaimer on the Masternode AI that indicates that one AI will not run a Masternode once compute. Oh, I guess, yeah, we could put a disclaimer on that, but the education that we've talked about that quite a bit. And it's not just that simple either. There's so much okay, so every time somebody asks a question like this, it's like a can of worms question, right? So there's so many different moving parts and stuff. So we would have to put 1,000 disclaimers if we put that one disclaimer. You just need to know what's going on. This is not like an easy education system, but yeah, as you know, we have the Masternode bundle, which is actually pretty sweet. We want to get people a Hyper AI box, and it's essentially free, but it's $20 because of some rules and regulations and stuff, but it's essentially free. So you get the Masternode bundle, plus you get the Hyper AI box, which is pretty dope. You can monkey around with that thing. We'll send it to you. It's one of those things you can run a whole Masternode, just like Jim said, you can run a whole Masternode during tilling. Once compute happens, it'll probably be reduced down to a couple nodes that you can run on
one or two, but probably one. Because it's going to be pretty intense as far as the compute resources needed. I mean, you're being a data center in this global system of compute. So that's going to require a lot.
And this is the big thing that a lot of these people don't even know about is we launched a 2-node license bundle for those who want to just get like a couple of node licenses. I almost died.
Because a little bit of you dies each time you spend 40 minutes talking people through that 2-node bundle.
Anyway, so in case you didn't want to spring for the 8-node license bundle, we have a 2-node license bundle. Same story as the rest of them, but it's just 2 node licenses, which is actually pretty dope. So you're able to get just a couple at a time, and we can do that. So pretty cool.
Let me tell you what my thought is on the Masternode and all that. So one, there's going to be a full secondary marketplace for Masternodes. I know a person who I will not say whether it's a he or a she, but what he's doing is is getting masternodes to get them tilling as soon as possible. And then he's going to flip them right when compute starts. It's just going in until compute and out at compute. And he just wants to make the price change, that delta that's going to be of that masternode having gained all of that reputation over that period of months. So he thinks there'll be enough delta there that people would, which kind of makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a smart strategy because it could be tilling for quite a while before we go to compute. And if you purchase them before tilling, you start tilling, yours is going to split infinitely sooner than those that buy them, let's say right when it goes to compute, because you'll be that much further behind. So nice job.
I don't know what the native token is going to be. No. Listen, C hypercycle, CHYPC doesn't have to do with Cardano. It's not a Cardano token. The native token is not a Cardano token, Ronald. And that may have been what it meant before at some point a year ago or whatever. But the native token is like the Earth 64, the TOTA IP, like the token that is native to this ecosystem. Remember, it doesn't use a blockchain at first. It posts information about transactions that have already occurred about every 10 seconds. It doesn't wait for network agreement and all that kind of stuff that slows down traditional blockchain-based data structures. So the C hypercycle token is the native token and has nothing to do with Cardano. Cardano's doing a lot of stuff, and I think it was just, this was not high up on the list for Cardano. I think they have other stuff they're trying to do. And in that process, the team at Hypercycle is doing a lot more with the project. One of the biggest things is that the original iteration of this, there were no smart contracts. Well, once you introduce smart contracts, you don't need another ledger. You can kind of run your own thing. And so that's kind of what's happened. So anyway, they're going to talk a lot more about that, but the native token is not a hypercycle token, and the Binance token and the Ethereum token are just placeholder tokens, because what you will do is you will essentially send off your placeholder tokens. They will go into the netherworld, and issued against that will be the native token. And you may never have to come back from the native token. And you can wrap almost any other token in the native token. There's all sorts of cool stuff that's going to be possible with the native token. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
The crypto market starts to turn bullish. Do you think the general public will be more apt to purchase less expensive tokens? There is a bit of that, Chris. But what it is when there's confirmation that we're in a real, like an expansionary phase, people go like here's an easy one to think about. You're like, okay, I want a layer 2. So there's Matic and there's Optimism, and then to an extent Arbitrum, and then down the list, the cheapie is Harmony 1. So you will see people buy the cheap ones thinking that they're front running everybody else buying the expensive ones. So there will be a little bit of that. Everybody's trying to game everybody. So yeah, I think there is something to that, but those you got to treat as lottery tickets, because you're getting pretty far away from quality when you do that.
Kathy, on this thing.
Real quick. Status of David's hardware project. That's a David thing. I know they bought equipment. I don't know if they have equipment. I'm like, it's everybody's, fighting to get these chips. I think they got A100s, as far as I understand, an A100 box or something like that. So they're probably just waiting for delivery.
Oh, yeah. This is Kathy trying to buy the 2-node bundle. Been working on it earlier. May need help. So when you go to the tech tips, we have a video. This is also on like 3 other pages of the website. This video right here, please watch this video, how to buy hypercycle nodes. A lot of people are getting lost on a few steps, but once they watch the video, it's very clear what step they're getting lost on. You have to finalize the transaction in MetaMask. So that means if you're doing it on your iPad, iPhone, if you have pop-ups blocked, and your MetaMask wallet doesn't open up, you're not completing the transaction.
You shouldn't be doing
your MetaMask wallet.
You shouldn't be doing any of these transactions on a cellular device. You should be on a laptop or a PC, something like that.
This is what I tell people too every time I email them. I'm like, number 1, use a desktop or what is the Mac version of that? What's the crappy Mac version called? A Mac? Anyway,
Shut your dirty mouth.
whatever,
you filthy,
crappy,
filthy
whatever
person.
crappy Apple product thinks they're making in the past that's calling it future or whatever. Anyway, use a Mac or whatever else. Use something that's sitting on a desk for all crypto transactions.
Richard, there's not a 3-node bundle. Are you saying can one box run 3 nodes? No. Listen, everyone. Linda, remember that video? Linda, listen to me, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Linda.
I like that video.
Okay, Linda, listen. Oh, God, we're going to listen. The Hyper AI box, once compute start, 1 node, 1 box. What you would do is see if it's something you would use the box to figure out if you want to push off tokens to a data center, push off tokens to HyperPG, push off tokens and licenses to Hyperpool. You wouldn't have 5,000 Hyper AI boxes. That wouldn't make sense. What you're doing is testing the viability with the box. And if it makes sense, then you would scale up to your level of interest, right? So that's that.
Yeah.
And then real quick,
Yeah.
would you confirm if the box can handle 1 node? Yes, it can handle 1 node. Now, think about this. If the node splits, that's like you have a coffee shop. It's at full capacity. You have to open another coffee shop. You can't open another coffee shop in your coffee shop. You're already at capacity. So you have to open another coffee shop, meaning another location, inventory, so on and so forth. The only benefit to this is in hypercycle terms, when a node splits, you don't have to add new inventory. You just have to get a location. Does that make sense? So 1 node splits to 2, 1,024 tokens go to 512 each, but you still need the compute. You still have to have the equipment to make the coffee. So that part's not there, but all the coffee beans are waiting for you. So I hope that kind of makes sense in that you would still need, as the compute demands are twice as much when you get a split, you would need twice as much compute power. I hope that we get that. Linda, did we get that? All right. This is a good question, James. Does that make Cardano less valuable? No, because Cardano's value proposition has nothing to do with hypercycles. They're not competing at all at all. So yeah. Okay. I think that.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Go.
One more thing.
Go.
One more
Go,
thing.
go,
Hold
go.
on a second.
Go.
We got over here. Oh crap! I copied the wrong thing now. Hold on. Copy. Oh, the node wallet list is pretty dang good and updated. I dropped a lot of NFTs over the weekend, so go check it out. If you're going to OpenSea, OpenSea is the best place to view your NFTs on your wallet or whatever. Go ahead and paste your wallet address up here. Click on it. This shows the NFTs that have been dropped. Look at this person. So he's gotten, and this is how I can tell this. Let's do a quick math lesson here.
Math.
How many NFT bundles did this person purchase? This is cool. This is cool. This is fun. Let's let everybody answer in the chat. How many NFT bundles did this person purchase? Or how many NFTs does this person have? That's a better thing. How many NFTs does this person have? Go ahead.
It's tricky. It's a lot of math going on here.
Go ahead. How many NFTs does this person have? Kathy says 3.
Go on.
We need more guesses. 10, 36. Hold on, let me see. I'm doing the math on that. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 4 is... Okay, so 36 node licenses is correct. Okay, so Dr. Donna is wrong. Audrey's the first person that's right. That's how many NFTs this person have. Audrey says 6. 6 NFTs are in this wallet.
How did you get that number?
Why are so many people saying 3 after we've gone over this countless times? See what I'm saying, Nick?
I only see 3. It says 3 items. Where am I wrong?
I don't even know what's happening right now. So 6 NFTs, obviously. Okay, so we're going over here. These are 1155s. So this bundle right here, you see this little 2 up here? So that means they own 2 of this 8 node license packs.
So it's 3 times 2.
Each of these packs are part of the 249 master license. So those were sent prior on a 1 purchase. So this person owns 2 of those 8 node licenses. So that's 16 node licenses this person owns. Okay. 2 here, 2 here. So once you calculate it all, somebody said it correctly, 36 node licenses in total this person owns, but they did 3 separate purchases. Each time they purchased 2 of whatever of the bundles, and there's 6 NFTs in this wallet. So when you ask me, oh, I'm only seeing 3 NFTs, where's my other 3? Make sure to check the number in the top left-hand corner because these are 1155 NFTs, which means there can be multiple iterations of each NFT within a master license. So hopefully that's clear. Sorry, can't see the numbers. You should be able to zoom in on the quality should be actually really clear. I can see it on our live stream. So make sure to change the quality to highest quality, unless you're watching on your phone. I can't believe people still watch on their phones. I love that though.
Yeah,
I love
good
that.
for them. Maybe they're doing cardio.
I love cardio.
I'm a big
No,
fan.
I don't. That's not true. I don't love cardio.
Hate cardio.
Anyway, so now we can see the quantity. Okay, so that's why you were saying 3. Okay, yeah. So once you zoom in, you can see 3 times 2. We should be good to go.
Will we be able to push nodes to HyperPG for tilling only? As far as I understand, yes, but that's a hypercycle thing, and I don't know how they're going to roll that out exactly, so I can't speak to that. There will be a lot that's going to be said in and around that on Wednesday, but I don't want to speak for Tufi. He will speak for hypercycle. Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the business side of all this kind of stuff. Let's flip it. Let's go. When we come back from the flip, we will go through our AI news. We'll talk about layer 2s and how they belong or don't belong in our portfolio. Okay, is it too soon to ask how to give nodes to someone? I want to give 4 to my son. Yeah, it's not too soon to ask. It's just too soon for an answer. They're working on the code. Once they give us the code to split the nodes, you'll be able to split the nodes. It'll be very easy. They'll have a little an app or a DApp that you can use, and you just go beep, 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 beep. There you go.
Also, Kathy, if you're still here, hit me up after this stream. Your transaction, you didn't put your wallet address in. So let me just see. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. That said, let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's get into our behind the curtain, so to speak.